Authentic Generations LLP was chosen to be a partnership. I want to pair with someone who very closely shares the same passions and ideals as I do, but has the complementary skill set that strengthens my opportunist, innovator DNA skills. But we'll expand on that later. I feel as though having a solid, trusting partnership that I have invested time, passion, and faith in, there will come success. I'm a firm believer in doing what you love until you succeed. Some people share the same ideal, and with that, plus the right entrepreneurial DNA, our partnership could be an incredible success with persistence and the right attitude. My source. My mission is to bring back traditional sounds, real stories, and authentic voices to country radio. My opportunist, innovative entrepreneurial skills, on top of my current connections in radio, can get listeners really on board to creating a new brand of country music that will appeal to multiple generations by incorporating traditional sounds with new voices. I'd like to fulfill this idea by partnering with someone with a specialist builder DNA to help me put our ideas to action efficiently and successfully. As I said before, a specialist builder would be the perfect partner for me. They would basically cover my weaknesses in entrepreneurship, while my strengths do the same for them. For example, one of my weaknesses is not being able to focus on operations while focusing on clients, and a builder specializes in day-to-day operations. An opposite example would be that specialists have a hard time in standing out in a crowd and with sales, while those are some of an opportunist's many strengths. This is why I want a partnership with a specialist builder type, as well as someone who understands and executes their strengths for the best of not only the company, but for their own personal growth. It's important to practice what you preach, so to speak. What I mean by that is, if we're not working to always improve and become our most genuine and actualized selves, we can't possibly expect our artists and writers to do the same. My ENFP personality type really helps with this as well, being classified as a promoter and campaigner. As a leader, we must lead by example. To truly promote authenticity, you must truly be authentic. My sources. Current trends that would support my idea is that country stations are converting to newer country. Because of this, a lot of the same songs by the same artists are getting repeated over multiple stations and songs are getting overplayed, while even more are becoming underappreciated and variety is scarce. KSCS with New Country and The Wolf, having 90s to Now Country out of Dallas, both share a very similar playlist while appealing to two different demographics. 95.9 The Ranch out of Fort Worth had recently expanded their programming to include less Texas country and more Nashville country, hoping to draw in more Nashville listeners to expose them to more Texas country, and therefore diversifying their taste in music. Texas listeners did not like their station sounding like every other station, and I can understand and appreciate that. With this information, I would be able to stand out and appeal to both groups. My sources. This opportunity would be worth pursuing mainly for the fact that I am passionate in this field, to not only appreciate and advocate what I love about country music, but to possibly come out financially successful in the meantime really sweetens the pot. I have met and spoken with people in the industry and researched biographical interviews observing that people in this business are really the happiest when they are where they love to be. That for me is true success. My friends are real role models for me. J.R. Schumann is the entire reason I moved to Texas in the first place. Here and with him, I got my first real radio job without my dad's help. I enjoyed working with him because I appreciated his humility and why he was in the industry in the first place. This quote is from a Billboard interview on his new gig at SiriusXM. Another good friend of mine is a perfect example of true passion and really hard work getting you far in life. She showed up in Nashville at 19 years old with nothing. Now, after years of hard work, optimism, and persistence, she currently represents Chris Stapleton and others with the Universal Music Group in Nashville. This quote comes from All Access Music Group on her time in MCA Nashville. Overall, I would be authentic and have such diversity and creative voices and talent under my company that I would be such a standout. Whether I acquire a particular small fan base, or the trend sweeps like I really hope it will, I will be successful in knowing its outcome and that I got these voices and stories out in the first place. My overall goal is to just promote good music, and I intend to.